Oh boy. I think Gilbert Burns is in some deep trouble. I think he's in some deep, deep doo doo. Let me just read this to you before we get started. And let me preface, as a matter of fact. I think Gilbert Burns is a savage. I think he's a total machine. I love him. I think he's a great fighter. I always look forward to seeing him on a card. I know he's going to put forth a good performance no matter what's going on. Every fight he's in has mostly been very, very entertaining. I have no problems with Gilbert Burns. He's number 8 in the UFC right now in the ranking system in the welterweight division. I think he deserves to be maybe even a little lower than that. He's put on great shows. He made Khamzat Chimaev look human, which I don't think anybody saw coming. The dude really knows what he's doing. He is an IBJJF World Champion from 2011. IBJJF World No-Gi Champion 2013. CBJJ Brazilian's National Champion 2010. UAE Abu Dhabi World Champion from 2010. He was second place IBJJF World Championship in 2009 and third place in the European Open in 2009. Second place the World Championships in 2007-2006 and Brazilian Nationals in 2007. He was second place. He has had, a very long career in the UFC. He started back in 2014 against Andreas Stahl. Been around for a long time, 11 years. That's a good amount of time. He's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 fights in the UFC. Whew. What a stud. What a stud. However, that said, I believe that we are seeing the emergence of a great in Michael Morales. The dude has the movement of a cat. He has a 79-inch reach advantage, which is longer than what's his name? It's always on the tip of my tongue. I'm always complaining about how he's not getting a shot against John Jones. Tom Aspinall. Why don't these names stick to my brain? I don't know why. Tom Aspinall has a shorter reach than Michael Morales and outweighs him on the mat officially by 70 pounds or so. Michael Morales is 6 feet tall, even. And Gilbert is 5'10", only 2 inches shorter. But Gilbert has a 71-inch reach to Morales' 79-inch reach. And Gilbert is 38 years old. There's a little statistic that pops up every time a fighter fights someone younger than themselves. 69% of the time, the younger fighters have an advantage. That alone by itself paints a bad picture for Gilbert Burns. It automatically puts him at a disadvantage. Then you factor in the age difference, not the age difference, but the height difference, the reach difference, the way they move. Michael Morales is a killer on the feet. And he's always very calm. He doesn't have any herky-jerky, frenetic energy. He doesn't come in all crazy out of his mind. Super calm, very relaxed, never worried about what's going on. Confident. And I've never seen him tired. I watched every one of his fights. I've seen every single fight of his. The dude is absolute silk. He is smoother than ice cold water. This man is potentially one of the greats. And we're seeing his emergence right now. It's a wonder to me that he's only ranked at number 12 because he's never encountered any problems in the octagon. I don't think I've actually ever seen him lose a single round. It reminds me a lot of like Anderson Silva. The dude is just a next level talent. Mark my words. I'm not going to say he's 100% going to beat Gilbert Burns. I won't be making that mistake again. But I will say that if I had to bet on one of the two, I would bet heavy against Gilbert going against Michael Morales. It seems like an insurmountable challenge to me. And I don't want to sell Gilbert Burns short. He is a grappling aficionado. The dude knows what he's doing on the ground. But every single person who's attempted to take Michael Morales to the ground has gotten stuffed. He's underhooked and pulled them up. He's countered them. He stood right back up. He has excellent takedown defense. He has really, really serviceable submission defense. He knows what he's doing. The guy is taking all the right steps in all of his training. I'm impressed, beyond impressed with this young man. I think that he has champion written on him. I do kind of wonder in the future, once he starts cracking into the top 4, once he has to start facing off against, guys like Shavkat and Ian Gary, how he's going to do against guys that are also, they got something like a card inside of their pocket that makes them otherworldly dangerous. I think that if he beats, and I do think he is going to beat Gilbert Burns, I really do, not 100%, but I do think that he is going to beat Gilbert Burns. And once he does, I think that when he moves forward, they're going to make him face someone between top 7 and top 3. That would make sense to me. And then after that, he will more than likely have earned his title shot. I'd be really surprised if Shavkat or Ian Gary don't get the next title defense. But whoever doesn't get that next title defense, I think will very likely be facing off against Michael Morales. Let me check something out. A very interesting thought that I had. Michael Venom Page. Where is he fighting at right now? Is he fighting in the middleweights or is he fighting still at welterweight? I can't remember. He's in the middleweights right now, so that's kind of off the table. That just shortens down the list of dudes. I think that Ian Gary or Shavkat would be an excellent test to see who goes up next. Because frankly, I can't think of anybody else in the division who would be an excellent shot against him. UFC welterweight rankings. This seems like an old list. It's UFC.com. They haven't updated that Jack Della Maddalena is now the champion. Kamaru Usman, for some reason, is ranked number 4 on here, which is fucking ridiculous. But according to this, let me go. Is this UFCofficial.com? Look at this. Look at this. Look at these rankings. Hello? UFC, get on your shit. But of these guys, I don't really see a lot of dudes that I think would be like, look at this. According to this, Michael Morales is ranked below Colby Covington. He just... Yeah, this isn't right. Like, this is... We ain't going to take this at face value. We're not going to take this at face value. But those are the guys I think should be facing off against him. Whoever doesn't get the next shot against Jack Della Maddalena should be facing off. Or maybe this would be a good opportunity for Bilal Muhammad to figure out whether or not he should go back into title contention. If he can beat Michael Morales, maybe he's the next guy. But those would be my 3 picks. Bilal to see if he can get back in title contention. Shavkat because he's obviously earned it, having ran through the entire division. Ian Gary, as I think that stylistically he's a good matchup to see who's the better lanky long-range striker. And whoever wins, assuming they're not, already facing off against, very likely to be Shavkat or Ian Gary. But of those 3, I think one of them should be facing Michael Morales, assuming he beats Gilbert Burns. Now, if Gilbert Burns manages to win magically, their UFC's probably going to shelve him a little bit. But we'll have to see. For my 2 cents, Michael Morales takes this, moves up, fights one of those 3, Bilal Muhammad, Ian Gary, Shavkat Rakhmonov, whoever's in the bye. And then we see who goes on to the championship. My thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time.